Examining existence at the smallest levels, things get really interesting. Through entity-guided occult science, the elite have deconstructed the molecular realm and the subatomic makeup of everything, at the very smallest levels to create, control, and manipulate it. Let's get a deeper understanding. Mastery of the quantum matrix with the ability to quantum entangle anything at will makes the impossible possible. When things are quantum entangled, reactions can be influenced at a far distance. You don't even have to be local. Think witchcraft, or MK Ultra, or levels of demonization. Also in a parallel, more use of magnets, crystals, and lasers in use of quantum physics technology. Think weaponized witchcraft. Mastery of the quark and quantum entangle at will technology makes something only appear as something when being observed. Now think about the reptilian conspiracy. Or shapeshifter beings, the movie They Live, or even maybe the nature of this realm. Or simulation-like trances like the movie Hypnotic with Ben Affleck. Or possibly even tying into the reasons we had bells to ring in the atmosphere that would possibly disable this frequency manipulation, see things for what they really are. All this has been demonstrated scientifically with things like the observer effect, the double-slit light experiment, Schrodinger's cat, all interesting scientific rabbit trails that prove this premise. Even things like Alice rings. Speaking of going all the way down the rabbit hole, this interdimensional spiritual technology of quantum computers actually run 1 degree colder than the universe, so technically it's kind of considered another realm. The slightest vibration, temperature change, or noise will snap it out of its fickle quantum state, which is what's responsible for all this magic. Think of the Mission Impossible room with any kind of disturbance, the alarm going off. This is all about being in more than one state at one time, which is what the definition of a qubit is, basically. Being in 2 states at once. Sounds like possession. Also, aside from set operations, what are these super quantum computers really up to, and who are they really communicating with? Or being communicated with through? Rabbit trails coming up about Google Quantum AI, and a supercomputer called the Beast in Brussels, which was probably fictional, but maybe not. At least there could be some truth to the basic elements of it. Future video plug. Now it makes sense with this need for super cold that some of these super quantum computers would be in Antarctica, possibly even under the ice. Maybe even the ancient ones that have been here for thousands of years. Possibly even made from gemstone crystal computers, like the depiction of Superman's memory crystals, a giant under-the-ice computer system made from crystals. Crystals and magnets tying back in again. Quantum physics. Also in Superman, this quantum interdimensional prison realm is called the Phantom Zone, likened to a black hole, a bottomless prison for godlike beings. Sound familiar? And even referred to as a realm of fractals. Superman has other related messianic themes of a messiah, false messiah, the name El, also the S logo really being a dragon, and really the whole General Zod kind of being Nimrod trying to be freed from the bottomless pit, destroy your Revelation 9 style with an army, just like happens from the Phantom Zone in the movie. And speaking of things that, well, sound like fiction, there's actually something called psychonauts, which are basically psychedelic astronauts that are mapping out the entire DMT astral quantum realm. It's a literal realm with a map that can be reproduced that they've been going to. Also the same concept, but they're called dream knots. And they have letter agency, astral projection, drug-fueled up experiments that have happened. Probably definitely still going on. Also, somebody possibly occupying 2 avatars at once or doing something in the construct that they're not supposed to gain access to things that they're not supposed to have access to. Hijacking the matrix. 2 avatars at once, think qubit. 2 states at once. With this kind of manipulation, no wonder all the ancients are depicted with some sort of metal conical hat on their head, probably trying to protect their dome from some sort of weird mind control that's always around. Or maybe make their brain grow, electroculture style. With the intentional damaging of the Higgs field, allowing things to pass through from blocked off dimensions, things like the dark demon ghost unknowns, part of this science is anything that affects the field affects all the particles in the field. So think Cern messing around with all this stuff, and anything that it is doing to pierce the veil, bruise the canvas, or affect the field is actually affecting all the particles in the field. Think the human body. Unexplainable changes, feelings. Anyway, something interesting about the body and quantum physics though is called the Pauli effect, which is certain people have demonstrated an effect on technology, probably related to something in the microbiome in my theory. Certain people's biofield have a measurable effect on technology. Maybe a defense mechanism. Fascinating thought of the quantum microbiome and how the microbiome is tied into the spirit realm. Something we'll definitely be coming back to, including fasting. Interesting to see what kind of defense this human system will come to fight against this nanotech. The human system is one of the most amazing pieces of technology ever. The foundation's set. Now we're ready to go all the way down the rabbit hole into the fractal matrix and reveal the true identity of these entities. Maybe not what they seem. The mystery continues. If you haven't, catch up on my last 2 quantum videos. See you next time.